In today's video, we've been touching up on recoil control, specifically for console players, teaching you guys everything you guys need to know about how you guys can control your gun much better, and it's going to help you guys win a lot more long-range gunfights with any gun you guys are using. If you guys have been experiencing a lot of issues trying to control your weapon, if your weapons feel like just too bouncy, or feel like no matter what gun you use, you cannot shoot straight with it, well, this guide is perfect for you guys, and this is very beginner friendly, so this is for a lot of you guys who are new to the game. With that being said, this is basically only for recoil control. I'm not going to be going over any other subjects like centering or overall just crosshair placement. This is mainly just for recoil control and how to control the recoil on most of your guns with ease. So with that being said, if this video actually helps you guys out, let me know in the comment section below, and also make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and post notifications so you guys don't miss any more videos like this on the channel. And let me know in the comment section below if you guys have any recommendations for future video topics. If you guys need help with any other aspects of the game, I would love to touch up on these and help you guys all out. So with that being said, let's go straight into the guide. Recoil control is really simple. All recoil control is just basically you are combating the recoil on your gun. And this obviously varies for different types of guns. As you guys can see right here, I have an MP7, which is a pretty low recoil gun. It doesn't really have that much kick. So if I shoot it without applying any recoil, it's not going to really move that much. But as you guys see, it does go quite up a bit at the wall. It definitely has some recoil, so at range you would not actually hit most of those shots if you are just letting it rip without doing any sorts of recoil control. But if I'm actually able to apply some recoil control here, as you guys can see, it is a much tighter bullet spread than the first one. As you guys can see, it's going like right in there, hasn't really gone outside that too much, whereas the first one was going all the way up the wall, basically going to the red brick area, which clearly shows that it is not, being controlled well. And if someone was like, I guess if I was like over here somewhere, if someone was around, that blue and reddish area, I would not be hitting many shots. Now, in order to control your recoil, if you guys are curious, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already know this, but basically all you have to do is just hold down on your right joystick. If you guys play on keyboard and mouse, then just hold down on your mouse. But this is all you really have to do to combat recoil. This is basically the same thing in any game, and Warzone specifically has a really easy recoil pattern recognition because most of the guns have the same recoil pattern. But if you guys would just hold down your right joystick, so sort of like this, you guys see how I'm looking down. If you guys do the same thing while you're shooting, as you can see, it starts to go straight. So if I'm pulling down and then start shooting, it starts going straight, and that means I'm controlling it by adding some sort of combat or resistance to the actual recoil. So let's go show that again. I'm pulling it down like this, and then bam, starts going straight and even a little bit up. And that is me actually combating the recoil. I am, fighting the recoil to actually make the game, the gun shoot straighter. And obviously the bullet spread is not tight. That's because I was demonstrating how, you have to hold down the trigger. But if I was actually, to do it the proper way, it's not going to really move as much. You're going to be able to hit a lot more shots versus if you were to not apply any recoil control at all, and things just going to go right up the wall. So I'll do a quick side-by-side comparison of what recoil control looks like versus what it doesn't look like, and the big difference on how you guys can win a lot more gunfights, especially at range, because I know a lot of the guns in the game right now have quite a bit of kick, especially the new, better guns like the Vanguard guns. A lot of those have a bit of kick, and they're pretty easy to control if you can just get your recoil control recognition down. But that's basically it, guys. That's all there really is to recoil control. If you guys have any other questions on this subject, let me know in the comment section below. Before we actually end off today's video, I'm going to show you guys some different recoil patterns with different guns. So right here we have the Fennec. This is a pretty high fire rate gun, which probably means it's going to have a lot of recoil, especially with the fact that it has no attachments on it. But you guys can see this is the recoil pattern. It is pretty crazy. This would be very hard to use at range. But as you can see, applying recoil control to it does make it a little bit better, but it's not going to make it perfect for every gun. Obviously, like I said, this is a pretty high fire rate weapon, so it's not going to be the the best recoil on this weapon. But for SMG at that range, that's not bad at all, and it's definitely going to help you guys hit a lot more shots from whatever you guys are aiming at. Here's the AUG. This is a 9mm. It actually has a pretty low amount of recoil on by default. So it's going to be pretty easy to control. That's actually me applying recoil control. If I was to not do anything, yeah, it's going to go right up to the number 3. But applying recoil control is going to make things much better. It's going to make your aim a lot straighter, and even with aim assist, it's going to make it even stronger. Because for those of you that don't know, if you guys are playing controller, you guys are going to get aim assist, and it does allow it to slow down near enemy targets, which is going to make your recoil control even easier. Now, with it being said, obviously your gun does play an important role to that. So if you guys are trying to actually have the lowest amount of recoil you possibly can, I do recommend going with some of the lowest recoil classes for whatever gun you guys enjoy playing with. If you guys were trying to use the AUG, this is probably not the best class to use for the AUG, simply because it's not the best attachments. and you guys want to set your guns to be the lowest amount of recoil possible. So for the M4A1, this is actually one of the lowest recoil guns you can actually use on a Modern Warfare, and these are some of the best attachments for the M4A1. You got the rubberized grip tape, the 60-round mags, the Commander foregrip, stock M16 grenadier, and the monolithic suppressor. This is a really good build, and with this alone, you could probably beam from around 250 to 300 meters if you have some solid recoil control. And just to demonstrate that real quick, if I were aiming at that car right there, right in the window, this thing just doesn't really move. I'm not gonna lie, it's just really easy to control. Obviously, using something like the M4A1 is gonna be a whole lot easier than using something else like, I don't know, like this Fennec that we had earlier. The Fennec's gonna go right up over that blue gate, probably gonna go to that White House, and you're probably gonna get arrested for shooting at the White House, not gonna lie. So that's definitely going to help a lot for you guys. If you guys are trying to control your guns, I recommend using low recoil guns, and then of course applying the recoil control pattern that I just showed you guys in the beginning of the video. But with it being said, that's all I have for today's video. If this actually helped you guys out at all, be sure to drop a like in the video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys want to learn next on the next tutorial / guide video. And with it being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and understanding always.